So, do we actually like Chanel No. 5? Because some people say it smells too powdery, some people say it smells old, but it is one of the best smelling perfumes of all time. So in this video, we're gonna do a deep dive into Chanel No. 5 and what I think it means when people say they don't like it. I have some thoughts. And why does that even matter? The thing about Chanel No. 5, I actually think it's a reflection of your tastes, how you consume or experience fragrance, what it means about how you think about how things develop in life and taking the time to truly enjoy something, because it is quite a unique fragrance, those aldehydes that people talk about, but I think they're missing something when they try to smell it. So let's get into it. And I will say this, I'm not trying to convince you to get Chanel No. 5 by the end of this, but I am trying to show you that there's a different way to think about fragrance, particularly those that have been in the game for a really, really, really long time. And for some context, I love Chanel. I know the Chanel team well, the Chanel team that does beauty. I've been to the south of France with Chanel, to the Chanel gardens that are in Grasse, so close to Cannes, which you have to go to. Well, they kind of invite only. It's hard to get in there, but I was invited. And I actually got to pick the jasmine that they put in Chanel No. 5, the actual Parfum, which I have right here. This is the most concentrated version. You pick the jasmine, we go to the factory where they turn it into the concrete and they do the solvent distillation, I think it's called. And then they actually make the perfume. I was able to spend time with the in-house perfumer, Olivier Polge. He's incredible. He's an in-house perfumer and creator. He's made so many iconic fragrances. I've met him a few times, and I have a number of different Chanel No. 5s. I have, of course, the Eau de Parfum that people love. This was a Christmas or holiday edition from a few years ago, hence like the frosted Chanel, which is really nice. There is the Eau Première, which is nice. I think it's more musky. I actually like the EDT. People don't talk about it enough. It has a sandalwood note within there. And then my favorite, which I take with me to a lot of places, is No. 5 Law. It's more citrusy, airy, zingy, fresh. They have this really gorgeous egg shaped version, which is really fly, and you can also get it in these really gorgeous travel sizes. So when it comes to Chanel No. 5, I do know a thing or two, and I love wearing it. And I'm a man, and people say it smells like a granny. So is it me who's crazy, or what's going on? Before we actually say if it's good or not, we actually need to go back and learn a little bit more about the fragrance. The year was 1921 when this fragrance was created. It's actually one of the first designer fragrances. And back in those days, fragrances were an idea. As a woman, it was either like a floral note, something feminine, like a rose, or what they call feminine. There's actually no gender in fragrance. People need to stop that. I think men should wear a rose, but that's neither here nor there. But back in the day, they would say, just like floral, light, airy. And this fragrance was actually created as an idea of a woman. So not like a note, but like a strong, bold, confident woman. So when they were looking for which ingredients to include, aldehydes were one that like had broken out or were included in this fragrance. And it's that kind of soapy, cloud-like airiness that people sometimes say they don't like. And we're gonna get into that. But that's what makes Chanel No. 5 No. 5. So the aldehydes, that gives that bright kind of soapy opening, plus the jasmine, the May rose, and then like some grounding from like what feels like a patchouli vetiver. So that's why Chanel No. 5 stood out. It smelled different because it was a bold new idea. And people wonder why it's called Chanel No. 5. They did a number of modifications. The fifth one was the one that they picked, so hence Chanel No. 5, iconic, and it stood the test of time. But people don't like that kind of rosy jasmine aldehyde, or some people don't because they say it smells kind of old and dated. But it actually was quite revolutionary at the time, and we're seeing it coming back in the culture. Addison Rae had it in one of her videos. Margot Robbie, our modern day Barbie, is the face of Chanel No. 5. So are those people who saying that they don't like it? Maybe they just don't understand something, and that will be my key point. And I think the issue is, in this day and time, right now, it's the gourmand girls who all they want is vanilla, sugary, just like syrupy, what they consider to be feminine and girly. And then there's the beast mode boys who all they want is like oud and deep woods and that like fougere aromatic. And I think this fragrance, Chanel No. 5, is something that is confusing to those fragrance trends. But when you look at them all, and I would say the main one, Chanel No. 5, with that gorgeous aldehyde jasmine, or Eau Première that has more of those citrusy, zingy, marine type qualities, or even Eau Première with the musk, or the EDT with the sandalwood, they all still keep that like structural DNA. But the key to really understanding Chanel No. 5 is that you need to let it breathe. And this is where we get into it. Because when you first spray it, all you get is aldehyde, so soapy, soapy, but this fragrance actually has a May rose, which is a really specific type of rose. So not like the dense, overly like powdery rose, but it's more like a smoother rose, at least to my nose. And then there's a citrus and a patchouli vetiver that gives it a grounding and smoothness. But you only get to the last bits if you let it breathe. And if you dismiss it quickly because of the aldehydes, you're missing the point, and you actually miss how it transforms and can actually live with you throughout the day and like actually bloom. And this is because nowadays people want to get the base notes, the middle notes, and the top notes so quickly from one spray, and this fragrance is actually meant to be enjoyed throughout the day. So what does it actually tell you? It actually means this goes beyond taste. This is about building taste and letting things uncover over time. If you rush through the perfume, you're not getting the full story, but if you actually let it linger, you are able to really extract all of those incredible notes within the fragrance. So that is to say, Chanel No. 5 actually rewards patience. I think of it as like, you know how people talk about quiet luxury, about like understated and like letting the outfit do the talking for you, but not having to like have the labels. It's exactly that with this fragrance. I think people who like Chanel No. 5 are people that really appreciate, and this may sound elitist, it's not supposed to, the finer things in life, but like the finer things in life that just take time. So it's not granny, it's not old, it's actually that you may not be receiving it in the way that was meant to receive. And I sound like I'm dragging people, I'm not. So all of that is to say, do we like Chanel No. 5? The answer is yes, we do. But I think it's only for people that are willing to go on the journey. And if you're thinking, which one should you get? I think everyone needs to have the Eau de Parfum in their collection. It's honestly so gorgeous. And then for people who love like a lot more strength and even more kind of like deep jasmine that feels kind of grounded, you have to try the Parfum, which is this one that is iconic. This is actually closer to the original. It's an extract version of Chanel No. 5. All of this is done by hand. I don't know if you can see that on camera. There's a little thread, they do that by hand. There's a little flower, which is the camellia, which is the iconic Chanel No. 5 flower. And if those scare you, then you need to go a little lighter and brighter as a way to enter into the world of Chanel. I'll definitely try the Law version and get a tiny travel size. Or if that truly scares you because you're like, I don't understand, go to Sephora, get yourself the EDT with that sandalwood. It's a lot smoother. I don't know why people don't talk about it. I don't have it here, but it's like a square bottle. It's a different bottle to these, but that's what I would do. So the next time you like Chanel No. 5 doesn't smell good, I think it's you and your nose, and you just need to give it time. So let me know in the comments if you'll try Chanel No. 5 and if I've convinced you that it is one to love.